News toward Detroit. Stay in the left 3 lanes. points higher. Their ERA is 2.43, and they've outscored their opponents by 6 runs. So one of those teams has an ERA 10 points higher, a batting average 10 points higher and an ERA almost 0.6 of a run lower. One of those teams is 6-4, the other's 4-6. The Tigers have the higher batting average and lower ERA over the last 10 games. They're 4-6. The Twins have a lower batting average and a higher ERA, and they're 6-4.
Yeah, well,
that's baseball. That's baseball. Now, in the course of time, you figure these things work themselves out. But
it does. But I'll tell you what a difference one game makes. Having that 13-0 game
really makes a difference.
Really perked up your run differential, and more importantly, it also perked up your batting average.
Yep.
Because the team was not hitting outside of getting 20 hits in one game.
Yep. Now, the Eduardo Rodriguez versus Chris Paddock. I mean, Paddock was considered to be just a stud prospect with the Padres organization. Looked like he was going to be a star, and the wheels came completely off. He is not off to a great start in Minnesota. He's still relatively young, but he looked like he was going to be a star, and it has not worked out. The Padres shipped him out, and now he is 0-2 with a 5.00 ERA in his 2 starts with Minnesota. Rodriguez, the big free agent signing in the offseason, has been okay, starting to get better after a bit of a rocky start. Had a better start against the Yankees, but they got that. Then you've got Michael Pineda against Joe Ryan as one of their promising young arms, and then Tarek Skubal versus Bailey Ober, who's their 6'8" guy. I don't know if you see him, but he's a big, giant guy.
Big fella?
Yeah. 2 of 3 would be great. 2 of 3 would be great for this series, considering that Minnesota's in first place and they're 500. They're 8 baseball.
Yeah, I would definitely take 2 of 3 against Minnesota. You got to start putting series wins together sooner than later. No time better than the present here, particularly when it's the team that is leading the division, albeit with a 500 record. It's a slow start for everybody right now in this division. But it tells you not everybody's what they're cracked up to be. Certainly not right now. They can be later on, and you'll find out what team you really are sometime before halfway through the season. Right now, teams are still trying to feel it out. The Tigers, we know, because we follow them every day. We know how many injuries they have, and it's going to be a while before you see the full complement of players. It's going to be a long while because it seems like a couple of these players will be out for at least another month or so. But they can get healthy. Minnesota's the same way. They've got players that aren't playing with them when they expect them to be. I love this matchup because it's the guy we chased in Carlos Correa, the guy we threw a huge contract offer at. He rejected it. And then we go out and sign Javi Baez, same position. Minnesota goes out and signs Correa to a much smaller contract than what Correa was looking for. So it's almost like there's a little bit of a rivalry that's built into it. Maybe I'm making too much out of it, but this Central Division is interesting. You kind of discount. It feels like Kansas City is what Kansas City is. Every few years they'll flare up, they'll rise up, and then they can't afford to hang on to their players. They have to trade them away, and then they rebuild again. It's a sad state of affairs with Kansas City. It's been the same story for 30 years. The Guardians are a team that seems like they got a ton of pitching and a couple of really good hitters, and then so don't really know what they are. But the White Sox and the Twins are the teams that they're the hotness, right? Everybody likes to look at those two. Those are the class of the division, and they may be the class of the division, and it may be that way for a while. But the Tigers need to compete with those teams, and the Tigers can compete with those teams. So Chicago's dealing with a couple of major injuries right now. The Tigers dealing with a couple of major injuries, and so far Correa is off to a slow start as well with the Twins. And the Twins off to an 8-8 start. It's okay. It's not great. I'm sure they expected better. But do you see a rival being built before your eyes, or is that just maybe? It's got some foundational stuff, but you need to kind of go outside the boundaries to get a rival. You need some chin music. You need something to happen. And this is why I'm calling it now, before they play each other this year. I'm calling it now. I think this is going to be the rival for the Tigers for the next 3 to 5 years.
Well, good call. Good call. I like it.
Let's call it right.
Real quick, let's go to Bill and Nova. Hi, Bill.
Hey, hi guys, how you guys doing?
What's up?
So listen, on that pronunciation thing, the only thing I can think of with the all caps is maybe they want every letter pronounced, so it would be actually flat.
As good a guess as any. But Bill, are you?
And if that's go ahead. If that's the case, though, I think I'd like to go by Bill Lolo.
See, there it is.
Are you an English teacher or an educator, Bill?
Not even close.
Okay, yeah, it's a good guess. I mean, it could be. What?
It's because it's monosyllabic.
What?
That's why it's all caps.
Carson Anderson, 97.1.
A couple months ago, I had the pleasure of stopping into Amish Direct Furniture in Sterling Heights. I was meeting with a client and going to talk to him about what they had to offer there. I had my preconceived notions and going to walk in and see some really high-quality furniture, but didn't expect it to be finished and, stained and all these beautiful woods. I just thought, okay, it's going to look like I expected it to look. It didn't. It was completely different. Everything was beautiful. It was gorgeous. I saw all this beautiful, modern furniture with endless customizable options. I couldn't believe my eyes. You get to choose from stains and fabrics and wood types. You want live edges? Those are the hotness right now, and so much more. You get the help from Dwayne and his knowledgeable staff. They're going to guide you every step of the way, because when you choose Amish Direct, not only are you getting that lifetime Amish quality, but you're also getting the opportunity to make it your own. Customize it, my friends. Visit the store in April for 20% off all furniture, living room, dining room, bedroom, and more. The dining room tables they have on display there are going to knock you out. You will not believe how gorgeous these dining room tables are. All the furniture is absolutely spectacular. Stop in to Amish Direct Furniture. They're on Hall Road. It's just east of M53, right there in Sterling Heights. Stop by today, or you can visit them online at AmishDirect.com. And remember, in the store in April, 20% off all that furniture. Again, AmishDirect.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. That's ZipRecruiter.com/hire.
BetMGM, an official partner of the Detroit Tigers, welcomes you with a very special baseball offer. Simply place a $10 moneyline wager on the Tigers, and you'll receive $200 in free bets. Just use the bonus code STONY200 when you make your first bet. Enjoy baseball season like never before and score a big win on your very first bet at BetMGM. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use the bonus code STONY200 to receive $200 in free bets when you bet $10 on the Tigers. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats a win at BetMGM. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Drive to the playoffs. Brought to you by Driveway.com. Edmonton clinched a spot in the Pro Hockey Playoffs for the 3rd straight season with high intentions of making it past the first round. Edmonton has not been able to make it further than the first round since 2017 when they lost to Anaheim in the second round. Looking for a car? Go to Driveway.com where you can get pre-qualified, buy a car, and get it delivered. Driveway.com. Car buying delivered on your terms and on your turf.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs ensuring everything is game day ready. Please see your Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts through to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you, with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call or click Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hustle up, we've got 8 more floors to go before lunch.
Sarusha's window washing business is reaching new heights.
Wipe, and let's roll.
They need more certified cleaners to keep online reviews crystal clear.
Team, I know we're hustling, but watch for streaks. Candace, can you give me a hand over here?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Michael Huro National Benefit Plans. Call 877-734-2200.
Text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
I sent one a ticket. 248-539-9797. So, get back to the Tiger stuff a little bit later on. But it is draft week. It's been a while since we've done one of these. Let's get to it.
Everyone else does it, so why not us? It's now time for the Wide 9 Omaha 4 Downs Around the League Blitz.
Draft edition. Ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Thanks. Got 10 draft questions.
Yeah, put them out there.
Quickly.
Yeah, move quickly. But, also, it's draft week, baby, right?
Yes.
I had to put 10 out there. There was a lot more I wanted to do, but I condensed it to 10.
I don't know why I threw down a 5-hour energy drink because I am so pumped this week.
All right, here we go.
Fly!
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
All right, here we go. First question,
Why don't you
Gator.
go first?
What top 10 projected draft pick / prospect are you personally not buying? And what I mean by that is they're going to go in the top 10, but you just don't think they deserve to go in the top 10.
I'm thinking Derek Stingley Jr., the quarterback from LSU. I know he's wildly talented, and he had his pro day. He tested really well, but this guy hasn't played a whole lot in the last couple of years. And you're basing it off talent that you saw on the field a couple of years ago, and you haven't really seen him. So I think he's a really good player, but I'm not buying his top 10 talent.
I'm going with LSU quarterback Derek Stingley Jr. Yes. It's hard to tell. As a freshman, he was a dog, right? He was awesome.
Yeah.
He's played 10 games the last 2 years. And he's got a great RAS score, the relative athletic system, through the roof. And he uses his athleticism to avoid contact. I think this guy is the biggest risk at the top of the draft, and I really hope he doesn't end up here.
I agree.
I'm going with the big dog, the projected number 1 overall pick in Trayvon Walker. I'm not buying it, guys. It's the lack of production in college. 6 of his teammates were all SEC. 6 of his teammates, and he wasn't one of them that was all SEC. He's got similar combine numbers to Rashawn Gary, which was very good. Did anyone want Rashawn Gary as the number 1 pick overall? Same type of production at college, too, by the way. I just don't see it. To me, he's a more athletic Trey Flowers, sets the edge. Good player, but top 10, not in my book. Another football question. All right, what prospect will get drafted lower than people expected come draft night, Doug?
Okay. I'm going Trayvon Walker from Georgia, and here is why. The criteria I use for this is a guy that is projected to go somewhere in the draft, and then the combine happens, and he gets completely overrated because he goes to the combine and tears it up. And no player benefited more. At first, I thought it was going to be Jordan Davis, but Jordan Davis went from being low 20s to being projected in the teens. Trayvon Walker, Mel 1.0, 24th. Todd 1.0, 27th. Daniel Jeremiah 1.0, 13th. And now people are saying first? I think it's a smokescreen, and I think he is going lower than people expect, which means, look, at this point, if he doesn't go number 1 overall, it qualifies. But he fits all the things I use to determine who would be that guy.
Sounds like somebody's got a $1 bet on somebody else going first overall.
Or maybe an accidental 13.
Yeah. I like Jordan Davis in this role. I mean, he is getting so much hype. Again, you talk about the combine. The guy runs a 4.7 at the combine, and it's fantastic for any defensive lineman, let alone somebody who's 340 pounds. But you know what defensive linemen don't need? 40 speed. They need to stay on the field, and as you pointed out time and time again, he just didn't have the snaps at Georgia because he couldn't stay on the field because he wasn't in shape. Now, maybe he stays in shape in the NFL. I don't know. I think he's an excellent player in stuffing the run and occupying space, but he's not a pass rusher. People want him drafted second overall for the Lions. I don't see it. I think this guy drops back. In fact, I'm not going to be surprised if Devontae Wyatt, his teammate, a defensive tackle, gets drafted ahead of him.
My guy is a guy who was also projected to number 2 to the Lions at one